That video showing police take down a teenage bicyclist in New Jersey has the Ridgewood Police Department facing some tough questions about the conduct of its officers tonight. There is an internal affairs investigation underway. News 4's Chris Glorioso live in Ridgewood with activists who say the officers should be fired. Chris?
Well, the teenager that was taken down in that video was a 15-year-old Latino young man from Sloatsburg, New Jersey. Police say he was part of a much larger group of cyclists. They say that were riding in a dangerous manner in two other towns, and when they got here to Ridgewood, police finally stopped them, and the ensuing struggle raised questions about excessive force. The video shows a group of bicyclists watching as a 15-year-old tussles over his bike with a Ridgewood cop. Suddenly, a second officer grabs the teenager from behind and forces him to the pavement. The Ridgewood police chief issued a statement saying the teen on the ground had been trying to escape as the first officer tried to issue him a summons for motor vehicle violations.
We want to get these police fired.
Emily Rizzo is one of the organizers of a group called Ridgewood for Black Liberation, a group that wants to take money from the police and funnel it into social programs.
There's nothing that justifies the amount of violence and force that was used on the minor that was riding his bike in the street yesterday.
The Ridgewood chief said this teen was part of a group of bicyclists that had been blocking vehicular traffic on and off as they rode north through Hawthorne and Glen Rock. When they got to Ridgewood, they rode into a street packed with restaurant tents and tables.
So the town has been closing the streets for the restaurants a couple of weeks now. People still ride their bikes. People ride their scooters now, which are very popular.
When asked if she had any concerns about this video, Ridgewood Mayor Susan Knudsen said, "The concerns I have are that we are not seeing the whole video or prior to it, and I think it is important to have it in context."
We are already seeing the criminalization of this Latino youth.
Carol Ruiz of the immigrants' rights group Wind of the Spirit said she believes if predominantly white kids from Ridgewood had been the ones riding their bikes downtown, the outcome would have been different.
There is a history that we cannot ignore of Latino and Black youth not being allowed in certain neighborhoods.
Ridgewood police say they issued that teenager 4 motor vehicle summonses and then released him to the custody of his parents. Again, an internal affairs investigation is underway. We asked the chief if that portion of East Ridgewood Avenue where he was detained was off limits to bicycles. We are still awaiting a response on that question. For now, reporting live in Ridgewood, Chris Glorioso, News 4 New York.